Hey, Gateway, it's good to see you. We're doing something a little bit different this evening. John and I have prepped something for your life groups to be thinking about and praying about both tonight as well as going into the future. And we pray that this is a blessing to you, that this would be an encouragement. We've been thinking a lot about evangelism as a church, and we will continue to be thinking about evangelism. It's one of the things we're called to do. And one of the best ways that we can be evangelistically minded and make an impact on the world is where we spend most of our time, which is at work. So we'll be talking about a couple different ideas there and hopefully give you some things to mull over and pray over as a life group and to think about for the next couple weeks.
So our workplace, our daily activity is where we have the most opportunity to meet and interact with people who don't yet know Jesus. And so therefore, it should in some sense be an important part of what we do as a life group. Now, that's not everything, because part of coming together is to take a break from all the external pressures, to come into the Lord's presence, to encourage one another and build one another up. And that's always important. But at the same time, if what we're doing in our daily activity is core to our mission, we need to make space for what we're doing in our daily work to be part of what comes in a life group. And by work, I don't just mean employment. For some people, it may be family responsibilities where we meet people at the school gate or play group. We meet neighbors, or we are students and we're meeting people, or maybe we're involved in some voluntary work. Most of us will be involved in more than one of those things. So, how do we constructively include these things in what we're doing in our life group? So, here's one specific suggestion. You get someone in your group to talk for 3 or 4 minutes about what they do in their work in the broadest sense. Could be as a student, as a homemaker. And then to share out of that what are the challenges they face, and what are the opportunities they have to interact with people and to share Jesus. And from that, you gather as a group around them to pray for them, to encourage them, and maybe often we find to bring prophetic words that are really encouraging. When we've done that in our life group, it's invariably been really encouraging to the people concerned. You might just do one person in a week because there's other things to do in life group. It's probably best done as a whole group together so that you gather around, you all hear everything, you pray together, you bring prophetic words, and God can strengthen and encourage through that. And then over the weeks, not necessarily every week, everyone gets a chance to do that. So that's our first practical suggestion.
The second main idea that we have for how we can do this well is to be praying for people by name. We know that this is impactful. We've seen it in life groups. We've got testimony of when praying for an individual by name has made a difference. Really, when you're thinking about someone and praying about them on a regular basis, it leads to different types of conversations. And we know that prayer works. So take a moment right now to think about somebody that you come across in your daily life, whether it's a parent that you see at the school gate, whether it's someone in one of your lectures or in your class, maybe it's the person who sits across from you at work. Whoever it is that you've got a heart to see come to know Jesus, what an impact that would make on them. Be praying for that. It's important.
So let's try it now, this evening. First of all, why not call for a brave volunteer who, unprepared, will maybe share for just 3 or 4 minutes about whatever their work consists of and what their opportunities and challenges are. And then as a whole group gather around to pray for them, and expect the Lord to speak and to encourage them and for prayer to be answered. God is faithful. If we ask and it will be given to us. So that we could do, first of all, we suggest there's probably only time for one person because you'll probably find that the prayer goes further and deeper than you expect, but that's fine. And then after that, we suggest that you break into twos or threes and just spend a little while just sharing about the different people you're concerned for and give time to pray for them. And then that's tonight. That's getting started, but then you can incorporate it week by week in what you do in your life group. Thank you.